WVUA is covering Hale County, where rivers and creeks are overflowing in some parts because of the heavy rain.
And as a result, road closures can be seen all across the area. Riverbend Road, one of those roads that's closed because of floodwaters. Resident Ed Moore lives off Riverbend on the Black Warrior River and spent the day preparing for the rising waters. The water's gotten so high, Moore leaves his truck and trailer on higher land and drives his boat to his house. Moore told us he's preparing for the worst.
But it's still raining. We don't know, how it's what's going to predict, the peak of it. And I still have stuff out around underneath the house. I need to get up and get it out, in case the water gets under the house. It's not got under the house yet. We're not really expecting it to unless this rain doesn't stop.
Tuscaloosa County Emergency Management Agency is monitoring the situation. According to the Deputy Director, Billy Green, this is typical rainy weather, and he also told us there have been some reports of flooding and a few road closings throughout the county, but water levels are not expected to peak any higher. Green says if you're unsure about a situation, use caution.
If you don't have to get out, don't get out. Lots of people, they'll hear about a road being closed. You don't have to go check it out. Stay in. If you do approach a roadway that is covered by the water, don't risk your life to go through it.
Green also says if you do have to go out, be aware of your surroundings and be sure to take it slow.
Gun rights supporters are planning a rally for Alabama. Guns Across America is a Second Amendment rally that's scheduled for Montgomery on Saturday. It's part of a nationwide rally that's supposed to be held at state capitals. Organizers say this will be a peaceful picketing protest against any and all future gun legislation. The rally is set to begin at noon. In Washington, D.C., President Obama is looking over the recommendations from Vice President Joe Biden's task force on gun control. The president is expected to reveal a plan tomorrow.
But in Connecticut, the healing continues from the deadly school shooting. A man's best friend is offering the gift of comfort to the community. Moses the dog made the trip from Nebraska to Lynn DePaul as the community tries to cope with the tragedy at Sandy Hook. Nick Starling has the story.
We came from Nebraska. Oh wow, they were surprised we traveled so far to be with them. But we brought Moses up there.
Nathan and Jackie Knuth are handlers of Moses and went on the trip to Newtown, Connecticut, and says their experience touched them deeply.
The experiences were outstanding. It was a great opportunity to listen to their stories. It was a great experience for them to be able to be comforted by Moses.
The power of a loving dog like Moses healed the wounded hearts of many Newtown residents.
Just when they saw the dog, they responded instantly, and they kind of got that relaxed look in their face. Before that, they were all kind of full of anxiety. It's very stressful, a lot of tension coming back that first day.
Sometimes it just takes a four-legged friend for someone to open up.
The kids, they would talk to the dogs and share their stories of their dogs at home. And a lot of them, they said the kids hadn't talked to anybody for 2 weeks, about anything.
For school color,
Moses had a green and white ribbon and collar representing the Sandy Hook school colors.
We got tons of thank you letters and thank yous on Facebook, that type of thing, that people just appreciate taking the time out to go and help them with this situation.
And these comfort dogs like Moses relieve the grief and stress the parents and students had to face in the wake of those tragic events.
You could see anxiety in their face, and as they walked through the door, they were looking around trying to figure out where to go, and they would see Moses or any of the other dogs sitting there, and you could just see them relax.
And you can visit Moses by searching him on Facebook.
On your Money Watch, there is some good news for retailers. U.S. retail sales were better than expected last month as people wrapped up their holiday shopping. According to a government report, sales rose about 0.5% in December. Much of the gain came from a nearly 2% jump in auto sales. Car companies had their best sales year since 2007. The numbers are important because consumer spending is responsible for more than 2/3 of the overall U.S. economy.
Veterans who have recently returned home are getting the attention of Walmart. Walmart stores said today over the next 5 years it will hire every veteran who who honorably left the military over the past year. The company says more than 100,000 people are expected to find work through the program, making it one of the largest hiring commitments for veterans on record. The program is set to kick off on Memorial Day.
Today marks the birthday of civil rights icon Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Dr. King would have turned 84 years old today. He's known for being in the forefront of the civil rights movement in the 1960s. He died at the age of 38 in Memphis when he was shot while standing on the balcony of his motel room. At age 35, King was also the youngest ever to win the Nobel Peace Prize. And speaking of celebrations, the University of Alabama is preparing a big celebration this weekend.
It's going to be big. It's in honor of the Crimson Tide's 15th national championship. And of course, WVUA, your home team, will bring you complete coverage. Our broadcast kicks off at 1 p.m. Saturday, January 19th, hosted by our very own Terry Brewer and Gary Harris. WVUA will bring you home team championship, and we'll have a special championship show with a look at all the big moments of the season and, of course, the big championship game itself. We'll also have special reports and live coverage from the Walk of Champions. Then the championship parade and the special championship ceremony with Eli Gold as the MC. Your home team has all the action for you starting at 1 p.m. Saturday.